if I can start streaming first off. Oh boy, and I think we're back on stream. And are you here with me, Mystery?
I'm here. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm just making sure everything's all right. I just thought there was a little bit of lag there. Don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, guys. We did just miss quite a bit of an engagement there. The blue team did try to engage on the red team, but the red team capitalized and just backed off, which was pretty much the perfect thing that they could for that situation.
Yeah, they didn't have to blow any ultimates for it either, which is really going to be nice because the Sona Crescendo has been really important in these engagements today. You know, Sona coming in with the Crescendo as everybody tries to follow up on the Jarvan engage. It stops them from really having as potent as an AoE combo as they wanted to. So just really nice by them, and Lux coming out with this Light Binding, Lucent Singularity. She won't manage to nail him with the Light Binding, but she will go ahead and get a little bit of damage off with that Lucent Singularity. And now we see in the top lane just a push for this tier 2 turret in top.
Absolutely, and right now they are, the blue team, what the blue team are doing right now, which is probably the best move that they can do right now, even if the red team wants this turret. Oh my god.
The ultimate coming out from Lux as well as Caitlyn, but oh, the engagement with Vladimir. Varus managing to knock people up, the Crescendo going down on to Jarvan as he's forced to back off. Vladimir will go ahead and pick up Hecarim, but in return, Vladimir is certainly going to fall at Caitlyn trap, going ahead and picking him up in what is a 2-for-1 right now, but both Karthus and Varus exceptionally low, only having a sliver of health, being left down at under 100 health, and now the push for this base tower is going to come up. Q just landing so much damage onto it. Karthus trying to come up here and defend as he can, but is not going to be enough, and they will manage to take this.
In fact, they may even try and get the inhibitor with this engagement. They are, Blue team, trying to do as much as they can. They are trying to engage on Sona there to try and pick up as many kills as they can. Karthus using his Wall of Pain to try and pick it up, but red team's got this. They managed to get that inhibitor quick as possible and get out again, and they're not sticking around anymore.
Yeah, a lovely play up by them. We can see them getting more and more confident in these team fights. They're just waiting for that perfect time. The moment that binding catches somebody out, that's it. They're in. They go for it. They have no hesitation in this whatsoever. We can see it, Caitlyn getting out of there after landing a trap onto that Karthus. And some wards going down in the Baron pit. So we could see some potential play over this objective here in the next couple of minutes. But now that everybody is gone and healed up, with the exception of Sona, it's time to group up, and they're just going to look to execute another team fight again once that Hecarim ultimate is up, as well as the Crescendo.
Absolutely. Just say the Hecarim ult is not too far from being up right now. It does look like it's going to be up very, very soon. But that early engagement right there is pretty much what turned it around. They pretty much capitalized straight on Karthus and Varus, and that was pretty much what won them that engagement. As soon as Karthus was out of the fight, it became a 5v4, and that tower was pretty much easy taking. They ran over the blue team, killed off the targets that they needed to, and then pretty much picked up the stragglers while they were there.
Yep, and now we're in a situation right now where the red team is on their heels right now. They have to pull off a perfect engagement. They can't let Karthus get caught out anymore by those light bindings. You know, Lulu's trying to make the right plays right here. She's trying to make the right plays by coming in and using her ultimate on Karthus so he doesn't die as quickly. But it's just not enough right now. He's still taking too much damage, and even though he's got that passive to keep him up and doing a little bit of damage, it's essentially giving everybody else free reign over the fight. They're able to focus on different things, and they don't have to worry about that damage for too long. Between the Locket and the shield coming out from Lux, it's enough to deaden quite a bit of the damage that you're going to be looking at from that Karthus passive. And now we see a situation where Lux may have been caught out here, but it looks like Sona will come up, and just to make sure that nothing terrible happens after they went ahead and picked up another turret. And now here we go for the engagement. Crescendo going down onto Varus, and there we go. There's the ultimate coming out from Lulu. Varus getting down very low as they focus on him, and Lux will manage to take down Karthus. And here we go. The Karthus ultimate will go out, but it won't manage to pick up anybody. And now Vladimir running for his life right now. He will manage to pick up Sona, but in return, he will pay with his life, and that will be the ace for one exchange on the part of Lunet's army right now. The red team looking incredibly strong. They may look to end this right here.
They may do indeed, as they're now taking the inhibitors. In fact, they're going to surrender instead. They aren't going to face the humility of actually having their base destroyed. They are going to surrender, and it does mean a GG win for Lunet's army.
Yay! I mean, yay. I mean, ah.
You're
Oh,
not
man.
biased at all, are you?
I'm so not biased. You don't even understand. I am the furthest thing. No, but Lunet's army will manage to take that game at 36 minutes, 3 towers to 11, 16 kills to 26, and that will bring us to the finals match. Lunet's army versus, I wonder who is going to be in the finals, because I have no idea, though I wonder who would be an amazing team name.
I wonder who the other game is still in, though, so we can probably spectate the last moment of that if you want.
Is anybody spectating it, or...?
I don't know, I'll have a look.
Yeah, cause like, I can't get in there if nobody's spectating it, and this is when I turn on some music. Cause I got, like...
I can't see anyone spectating the game, sadly, so we probably can't get in there. However, what I can tell you... Simon is going to try and spec for us so we can go on him.
Awesome.
But I believe it is the Power Rangers versus Tiny Pudge, I believe.
Oh, nice.
I think.
Very nice.
I will just double check that, though.
Alright, in the meantime, guys, I'm going to be right back. Please enjoy the music. If you've got a little bit of a break and you're wondering what the fuck am I gonna do while these people go ahead and get into the semifinals and or the final match, go ahead and check out our new website. It's TowerDive.tv. You can go ahead and check out a lot of stuff over there as well. Make sure to stay tuned after this broadcast because we will be doing a birthday-themed marathon because it's my birthday today and I feel like doing a marathon with all of you lovely people, so I will be back momentarily. You guys have fun, and be sure to check out all that fun stuff.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And also, guys, just remember that I am also looking at the Twitch chat. So if you guys want to ask me or Lunet any questions, I will read them out. Or if you want to do any shout-outs, I always try and give shout-outs for people if they want it as well. So if you want anything, just ask in the chat and I'll try and do that for you. Have fun, guys. Are you back there, Miss Lunet?
Maybe.
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 Awesome.
I know Simon's in a game, so I'm about to spectate it.
I will try and spectate, but my league just crashed for no reason. So, if you can get us going, I will follow Shortsuit as soon as possible. But that is the second semi-finals game we will be spectating. Probably for the probably going to miss quite a lot of the match there, but we will try and spectate as much as possible. It is I am a Power Ranger versus Tiny Pudge. Tiny Pudge, I believe, were the winners of the last time.
Yeah, Tiny Pudge is a pretty awesome team. We've seen them come into this tournament and do quite a lot of work, but it looks like we are going to get in here as long as my league decides not to crash and see where we are in this semi-final games. I'll also turn off my Tetris music.
Tetris music. The best music, in my opinion.
Exactly.
In fact, a lot of the old gamey music is a lot of the best music for me.
That's why my 8-bit playlist is the best playlist. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the folks here today are competing for a $250 prize pool, as well as a tournament-exclusive skin called Triumphant Ryze. I think it's Triumphant Ryze, isn't it?
I believe it is one of the very best skins for only exclusive to those who win here at TowerDiveTV.
Yeah, any Riot-sponsored tournament.
Any Riot-sponsored tournament, pretty much. But we will spectate on this game right now. I've got my league sorted out, so I'm going to be following Short Suit of You, and we can see what Tiny Pudge and Power Rangers are doing at the moment.
Yeah, both amazing teams. We're sitting at 9-12 right here at 24 minutes into the game. 35k gold to 39k gold and 3 towers to 5. So quite a bit of an advantage on the part of the red team right now. It looks like they're actually going to be doing Baron here, so we may not see this game last much longer. And I'm just going to line up champions here as I talk to myself and try and say things that are entertaining, but in reality, I'm just doing this for filler content. And we do see Baron going to the red team right now. They managed to sneak that, an excellent play, sitting Renekton in the top lane to continue pushing while they went ahead and took that as their own, and now even stealing an enemy red buff, and there we go, the Lux Laser will go out. Nami forced to disengage with her ultimate. Renekton coming in, the locket has been popped, but nothing else going to result from that as Renekton is caught out with a light binding, and it looks like Ahri trying to come up in here. The crescendo going down, and there's the Jarvan ult. Ahri managing to pick up 1 kill, Renekton scoring 1, and there's the double kill for Ahri, and there is the triple kill, and that will be the ace for Zero Exchange on the part of the red team as they go ahead and close in on this tier 2 turret.
Wow. I came in just as that fight was going in straight there. That was a perfect teammate or team fight for the red team there. They didn't lose anyone during that engagement. The only person they had to make back, I believe, was Jarvan after he took quite a bit of damage. However, the rest of the team just going to pick up this top tower and inhibitor.
This doesn't look familiar at all.
This doesn't look familiar at all. Looks like...
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's true, though.
Right.
I mean, we saw a game that was fairly close that just ended up snowballing out of control. You know, the team fight phase came. It looked like the red team got 1 extra team fight up on the part of the blue team. They took Baron from it, and now they're just snowballing out of control. They've got that Baron advantage right now. They've got the map advantage right now. They're just sitting on so much vision and so much pressure, as well as that global gold coming out from them. They're doing an outstanding job at the moment.
Both teams have quite heavy champion kills in both their champion-wise. For the blue team, we can see Varus with 8 and 3 and a 213 creep score, showing off a display of nice items there, having his Blade of the Ruined King, his Infinity Edge, the Static Shiv, and a Berserker's Greaves, as well as having a General Doran's Blade to end it off. Whereas for the red team, probably their strongest person on their team at the moment is their Ahri, though Caitlyn is not too far behind with that. She is 181 creep score, quite a little bit behind Varus, but she is an AP mid. She has, however, got 11 kills and only 2 deaths with 5 assists as well.
And now we have Lux going in here for a little bit of poke, as well as Sona, but all of that is luckily going to be healed up by Nami right now. Everybody grouping up. We're going to see what is most likely going to be the last team fight of the game as the red team gets into position while Renekton split pushes this bot lane.
Absolutely. Renekton may be able to pick this bot lane off if the red team can keep them busy in the mid lane. That's pretty much what they're doing right now, because if the blue team pretty much leaves that mid lane alone, it does mean that it doesn't mean that they can push in that mid lane. So they're pretty much hard pressed on both their lanes. While this is actually going on, the top lane is still pushing into their base. They're not really going to deal with that. They're too focused on the red team to be able to see what's happening behind them. That's
but
not
here we
good
go.
for
The
their
charm
part.
is out, as well as that Lux ultimate, the shutdown bonus going down onto Ahri. Jarvan coming in here with his Cataclysm, and Olaf will fall. The kick going down onto Renekton will isolate him from that fight. Var is still left up here to do quite a bit of damage, and Lux is here as well, and this will surely be the death of somebody. Yeah, there we go. There's one kill down on to Nami, maybe another on to, Caitlyn, who is just doing an excellent job sitting back, coming out with her ultimate right now, and now Lux and Sona forced to back off here. So, Mystery, can you tell me a little bit about where that team fight might have gone wrong?
Well, there's a lot of elements in that team fight that might have gone wrong. However, there is a bit of damage going down to this Lux. I think this Lux might fall. She has popped a barrier, and now Renekton decided to change targets onto the Lee Sin instead. She's going to get caught off by the binding. Caitlyn here comes. Dodge the laser. Not really, but he is incredibly low, and Caitlyn picks up that kill.
Oh, God.
Well, that was quite back and forth, I must say. Olaf's trying to pick them off right now, so they're gonna back off. I will say though, the engagement onto the purple team was perfect. They managed to catch off Ahri, catch off a lot of the stragglers early on to pick up a lot of the kills, but they left someone behind. I think it was they kicked Renekton out early in the fight. They should have backed off from that. However, Renekton went straight back in and picked up a lot of the kills. Renekton tanking so much of the damage, not taking any damage during that engagement except for towards the end there. So I believe from what I can tell, it was pretty much because Renekton was killing their squishies that they managed to come out ahead on that fight.
And now we just see yet another push down this mid lane with everybody grouping up yet again. Olaf trying to clear these super minions out of his base as quickly as possible. And, you know, you're absolutely right. They had the right mindset by catching out this Ahri, who's just doing a phenomenal amount of damage. We see Ahri sitting at 11-3 right now and making a huge impact on this game. Their chance to essentially come out with the Lux binding as well as the laser to try and insta-gip Ahri as quickly as possible was the right move on their part, and it really shut down a lot of the damage coming out from the red team. But Renekton and Caitlyn alike made excellent plays by coming in at the end of the fight, knowing exactly what they could pull off, using that ultimate to score a kill, and here we go with the pause, and yay!
Absolute
That's all I
pausing. No problem, no problem. Absolute pausing. We can see that the blue team needs the pause. They are putting up, and they're saying second. Wonder what's going on. They've probably got a person either disconnected or just not having correct issues with their computer at the moment. I don't know. We don't actually know until they actually say anything, but we'll keep you updated as soon as we know. Blue team just in the center right now. They're in a perfect symmetrical position right now. I must say. I mean, do you see the blue team's positioning right now? They're like in a perfect star.
It's okay, Mystery. You tried.
I cannot say symmetrical to save my life. Oh well.
That's okay. I mean, I can't talk either, so we're both in the same boat
we'll
today.
just be the awkward talkers together, shall we?
Yay, Derpiest casters NA!
Woot. I want to say though that the Renekton has been doing really well. He hasn't actually died once. He's got 224 creeps under his belt. He's got 3 kills and 9 assists. But he's died none. Not once.
He's died none.
He's died none. Absolutely not once.
Yep, we're gonna go ahead and jump to live here really quick. And we see the Lucent Singularity coming out from Lux. This inhibitor being contested now. And the crescendo coming out from Sona. And the tidal wave coming out from Nami. That Cataclysm coming out now. And Ahri coming in here to go ahead and take care of Olaf. He tried to engage on her, but she went ahead and turned that around, picking up that kill. And there we go. That will be a very dead ace. And only Lux left alive as Caitlyn picks up that double kill, that inhibitor down. And this may very well close out the game here as we see this second inhibitor being taken down. And yes, it looks like they are just going to take down these towers and go for the Nexus.
They are going to probably go for the GG in this regard. There was a bit of a barrier there. Lux trying to pick up the Caitlyn kill. I don't think she's going to do it though. There's too much damage from that Caitlyn to be able to do it. They are beating on the Nexus. There is a GG for, I believe, that is Tiny Pudge.
Woo! And that will be the end of the second semifinal game in this TowerDive TV weekly number 24. We will be getting